Carrying out the plan, BJohnson. Please welcome Bob.
A couple weeks ago, I gave a speech from the 76-page manual / workbook that we had to do. And with that, I shared my vision for my high performance leadership. And I also shared the core values. So just to remind you, my vision was to have a speech contest. And the core values was that we wanted a successful contest where all the contestants were on an even playing field. We followed all the rules, and we wanted to be an experience not just for the contestants, but also for everybody who had a supporting role. What we had to do then was come up with an action plan. And the team for the action plan was Miriam and myself. So we knew what we wanted to do, now we had to figure out how we were going to do it. To start out, we split some duties up. I was going to do the printing of the rules and all the documents needed. And I was going to start recruiting to fill the positions. And Miriam was going to help recruit, and she was going to print all the certificates of participation and the places. Now my role from then was to build a team. I wanted a team that had people who were pretty new to an area contest, and I wanted some very experienced people. So I went about recruiting. I started recruiting here in our club, and I got Ken as the contest master, and I got Sharon Hill as the chief judge. Now I have a starting point, and I went around. I probably talked to everybody here more than once. When they saw me walking towards them, they probably turned around and be hid in the bathroom. But I went about building the team. I had success here recruiting people, but I still didn't have enough. So I went to a TLI, Training Leadership Institute, and there I continued my quest. I found people from other clubs, both with experience and without experience, and recruited them. Even at our 10th anniversary party, I had people in mind, and I saw them there, so I hit them up too. Now I had a team that I could work with. But I wanted to be sure that I had enough, because I know situations change for everybody. So I continued to recruit and added Miriam's recruits to what I had already had. So that was step one. As far as where we were going to have the contest and the time, that was predetermined. There was no changes. We didn't have any say in it. This is when it's going to be. We're getting to the last week before the contest. We still had 3 or 4 more roles to fill, and we managed to do that. And we still didn't know who the contestants were. We knew some, so we're scrambling to try to find contestants. We're swapping emails back and forth and talking before and after the meeting when we could. And we got those people. I had 16 roles filled altogether. Ended up with 14 people because situations changed, but we were able to get them filled. Now it's coming to the day of the contest. Miriam finally gets her list of contestants, so she goes to the printer. And she printed certificates of participation for everybody, and a first and second place certificate for everybody. So that way we'd have a nice printed certificate for those people rather than try to handwrite it in. And I had some extra certificates in case something happened, in case there was a new contestant. We just wanted to be prepared. My pet peeve, if you call it that, I'm a stickler for time. I wanted to make sure that we started that contest at 6 o'clock. So I sent out 3 or 4 emails just to reinforce that. Told people, registration at 5, briefings at 5:30, contest starts at 6. And it did. The contest started on time, went through the contest ended on time. I was giving closing remarks at 10 minutes to 8 because we had to be out by 8 and cleaned up. I'm giving my closing remarks, all of a sudden the speaker comes on,
The library will be closing in 10 minutes.
So I said, well, folks, there you have it. I thanked everybody. They cleaned up, and we were out of there on time. The contest was very successful. Not only did we pull off an enjoyable contest, but everybody learned from it. I saw people who were working in supporting roles. I saw Kim, saw Will and Neela, and they all seemed to have a smile on their face and really enjoying what they were doing and learning from it at the same time. So next time, they can take a step up, then they can be chief judge. We ran into some bumps, well, I won't call them bumps, I'll call them hiccups. One was trying to get our committee meetings, because there was 4 of us on our committee, and we all had different schedules. So it was difficult meeting with everybody. Communication problems. I had a communication problem. I took it for granted that Ken had chaired or been contest master for a 2-area contest, and I shouldn't have done that because he'd never done 2-area. He didn't realize they're supposed to be totally separate, and that's my fault for not following up. And what I learned from this experience was to check and double check and not take anything for granted. Mr. Toastmaster.